Hello, we're the WALTway, and today we're going to be talking about the All-Star movies. So we're going to do an overview of our experience and tell you a bit about the hotel. Mitch stayed here in 2000, 2002, 2003 and 2006, and both of us together in 2011.
It's about half an hour's drive from Orlando International Airport. If you haven't been to the All-Stars before, there are 3 All-Star resorts. There's All-Star Sports, All-Star Music and All-Star Movies. First stayed at All-Stars in '97. I stayed in the Sports Resort, but I was only 7 years old, so I don't really remember much about it. Anything I really know about the All-Stars in terms of size-wise is Movies is the biggest. Sports was built first, and then when they built music, they made it a little bit bigger, and then with Movies, again, a little bit bigger. So, we've walked through all 3, haven't we? We've seen the food courts. And the food court, especially in Sports, is quite small. Music isn't much better. So Movies, in terms of food courts, I think is the best in terms of space, especially during sort of busy periods in the morning and the evenings when you get back.
We, from Orlando International Airport in 2011, when we stayed in Movies, we got the Magical Express down to the resort, which was
probably took about 40-45 minutes because we stopped at the other All-Stars as well. Like I say, if you're driving, it should only take half an hour. We've never done it in half an hour in the car because my dad always seemed to get lost. In 2006, we actually ended up driving an hour in the wrong direction. He was insistent that the sat-nav was going the right way, but it was on demo mode, and he was ignoring the signs for Walt Disney World. So in about 2 hours, we made it to the hotel. Hopefully, you'll have more luck than we will.
So if you see us looking around, it's our cat. She's in a playful mood.
We would show you her. Her name's Boo, but she's not the friendliest of cats. So she just sort of does her own thing.
She might jump up later, but we'll see.
So All-Star Movies has 1,920 bedrooms. It's split across 10 buildings. Each building has 3 floors, 2 lifts, and then stairs in the centre of each building and at the end of each block. So the stairs at the end of each block are cleverly hidden. So depending on the theme of the building, there's various different...
Dalmatians is hidden by fire hydrants.
Yeah, Fantasias are hidden by books. And Toy Story is the bucket with Green Army Men. We'll put some pictures in so you can see what we're talking about. So when you first arrive...
Yeah, we'll go through the reception, the main building, get greeted, somebody waving with a Mickey hand.
Blowing bubbles as you walk down the red carpet.
Yeah. And then you check in as normal. Then we didn't have our magic bands. It
just had the key to the world cards.
So you checked in, did all your things, linked your credit cards, what else, so you could charge stuff, is that right? Yeah, charge stuff. Told you where you were going to be, give you a map.
Yeah.
And then, but in the main building there was
The main building is called Cinema Hall. In there you've got the arcade, which is called the Real Fun Arcade. I don't think we went in there, did we?
No,
Pops.
Spinning Pops.
Didn't go in that one. You've got the hotel gift shop, which is Donald's double feature. I make a point of going there every day. So I swear they change things around overnight.
Morning walk.
Yeah, and evening walk.
And midday, if you're there.
Yeah.
And then there is the food court,
Which is called the world premiere. I've been watching too much American stuff, so that's why I'm saying it that way, but...
I say the world premiere.
But say it how you want.
Yeah.
Food court contains 5 different sections. As you're going around, sort of one does pasta, dishes and sandwiches. Then you've got the marketplace, which is like fruity cold sandwiches. You've got another section that does more. You've got your burgers, your nuggets sort of thing. You've got an ice cream one, and I'm missing one, but I don't know what it is. Pizza's done from the same one as the burger one.
Sandwiches. There's the pizza, there's the hot one, and then there's the ice cream one. And then there's like fridges with...
Yeah. With your cold cakes, cold sandwiches, breads, whatnot.
And then when we get our pizza, we used to dive at the gherkins from the free seller bit, wasn't it? And when we had a takeaway pizza, which you will see the pizza box, which we had there, it was massive, absolutely massive. I can't remember the size of the pizza, Can you?
I think they're 16-inch, are they?
So we take that back to the hotel room, or
Does us for dinner and me
eating.
for breakfast.
I don't like cold pizza. And with the, and then you used to just ask if you want to take some salad bits away, and that thing, just ask them for a box. They will easily give you it, but not charge you extra, which is quite good. Oh, here's a tip. If you have the large family size pizza, which you've got to go and order, if you order it at the right hand side of the counter service, there's a sign saying pizza order. Go there, order it, and then while it's cooking, they'll give you a buzzer. Go into the shop. We always go into the shop and have a browse around, and then it'll buzz, but don't go too far.
And obviously you've got your refillable mugs as well. We always get those. We make use of those quite a bit. So there's only one drink station, but it's quite a big one, and there's a few pumps all the way around, so getting a drink isn't too much trouble.
No.
So when you come out of Cinema Hall, the main building, straight ahead of you you've got the Fantasia buildings, and they're themed to both Fantasia and Fantasia 2000. You've also got the main pool there, with Sorcerer Mickey doing his thing, and that's the biggest pool at the hotel.
We've got a photo of that, which we will insert in.
If you go straight through the Fantasia section, just carry on straight ahead, you'll come to the Love Bug section. So you've got half of Herbie in one building, half of Herbie in the other, and you've got sort of like a wet play area, haven't you?
Yeah.
So with a Herbie car park there. I don't know if it's true or not, because my nan liked to wind me up a bit, but she said one morning she was sat outside having a cigarette, and Herbie was driving around. It wouldn't surprise me if it was true, only because the Herbie that's parked up there was once used in one of the Disney parades, so it is a working vehicle. So I imagine it would need to be run now and again. So keep an eye out, because he might move around, you might even see him driving around.
And if it is true, please let us know.
Yeah.
I'd
I'd like to know if it's just a 10-year wind-up or the truth.
Or even if you've got video of it, please let us know.
Just telling me you've seen it do it would be enough for me. Video would be good, but... So if you come back to Cinema Hall, as you come out of Cinema Hall you turn left, and then you've got the Toy Story section. Right in front of the Toy Story section you've got an RC car, big enough for you to get into. Carry on straight past, you'll come to Andy's bedroom door, and then through there you've got the two Toy Story buildings with a 35-foot Buzz Lightyear, and you've got a Woody, and then Bo Peep, Rex. I think they're the only two there, aren't they?
Yeah, you'll see the sizes of the statue, because I'm stood in front of some of them and sat on some, especially with Andy's door. When I set the photos in, when I'm stood up reaching up, I'm only just almost touching the door handle. So if you've not been before, then obviously you'll see on the pictures. If you have been before, you know what we're on about. And then if you come out the Cinema Hall, turn right, you will be at the 101 Dalmatians. And then if you carry on, you go to the Mighty Ducks. When I first visited, I wanted to go to the stay in the Dalmatians, but we got put in the Mighty Ducks. But I think that was fine. You
didn't mind too much.
Not too much, no.
So you walk through the Dalmatians section, there you've got a 40-foot Pongo.
Yeah.
Again, we've got a picture of Liam stood in front so you just see how big these are.
And they look tiny, tiny like a lamp.
Carry on through to the Mighty Ducks, and that's where the second pool is. It's only a small pool, it's quite quiet. Ideal if you just want to have a light swim, so not too many kids around there. If you're in the far section of those buildings, it is quicker to sort of cross over the road, go into All Star Music's bus stop and use their buses.
Or their food court to refill your mugs.
Yeah, so you can do that. But if you're sort of in half the building that's closer to the main building of All Star Movies, you're probably quicker walking through that way. Try them both, see what you think. But we were sort of at the far end of the building, pretty much in All Star Music. So that's why we use their buses most of the time. Also, you're not going to get stuck behind that family that everyone gets in front of us and sort of dawdles.
Yeah.
So we've got places to be. Come on, move it. So the rooms, pretty basic. So they've all got fridges in now, which they didn't have when we were there in 2011. but we had a room with 2 double beds, and obviously you got your bathroom, you got your sink outside the bathroom, which is handy, privacy curtain, just everything you need really. I mean, we're a fan of the value resorts. We don't need any more than sort of a clean room, somewhere to shower and somewhere to sleep.
Yeah. I'm not sure what you guys think, but when I go to Disney, I want a Disney feeling. I want the Disney rooms. I want to see the characters and get the theme, whether like the Grand Floridian or something doesn't really appeal to me as much. Yeah, it'd be nice to stay there because you get a look through, but I like seeing massive characters outside, and just puts you in the story more than...
I think because we've always stayed at value resorts are very Disney and they're very in your face and they're what we like. But I would like to stay at some of the other resorts sometime, but when we plan a trip it comes down to cost, and so we have to stay at the values.
Yeah.
Otherwise we can't go as often as we do.
No.
If you stayed in the rooms before 2011, in 2011 they had a big refurbs, and now all 3 all-star resorts, the rooms are pretty much the same, other than the pictures on the wall sort of showing what block you're in and what theme you're in. But if you stayed before 2011, you might recognise the lamp that we've got on the wall. So when they got rid of these, I was very upset. As a kid, they fascinated me just because the picture completely disappears when the lamp's on. And as a kid, I don't know why, it just fascinated me. I loved it. So when they got rid of them, I was quite upset.
On. Off. On. Off. Popcorn. No popcorn. Popcorn.
So when I found one of these on eBay, how long ago?
No popcorn. Popcorn.
We found one in August last year because we weren't sure if it was going to be here before we went back to Florida. But it was just in time. I was super excited to find it on eBay. It cost me £40 to buy, but then £40 to ship, but worth every penny.
Yeah, it's in our living room, so we see it every day.
Transport from the resort is really easy. You go back out of the main building, out to the bus stop. Disney say the buses are approximately every 20 minutes.
But we think they turn up a lot more frequently. There is a guy out there with a pad that you normally see.
During peak times. However, they have put in some screens now at the all-star resorts that tell you how long the next bus for each park is going to be. And they're meant to be putting this into all resorts, but I know it is in the all-stars at the minute. We never really waited more. I don't think we even really waited 20 minutes, did we? I think maybe once we waited more than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But most of the time they were sort of there in 5-10 minutes or so.
Yeah, sports, music and movies, they all share buses. So if the queue was so long at our hotel, because we was in the Mighty Ducks right near music, we went over to the music queue.
If it was shorter than the movies. If the movies one was shorter, we'd jump in movies.
Yeah.
So just sort of see how it goes. I wouldn't suggest getting off at sports and walking. They're not as close as they look. So, but if you fancy a stroll, if it's a nice evening, why not? But if you're staying in movies, I wouldn't get off any other than music.
This is why we're staying Pop Century as well now, because they have their own buses. You don't share them with resorts, so that's quite handy.
In terms of theming, I definitely prefer all-star movies to Pop Century.
I agree.
But we like having our own buses. Because we're going low season as well, we're pretty much sharing buses the whole time. The only time you're not really sharing a bus is sort of first thing in the morning when the park's just open. You tend to have your own buses there, and just after the fireworks, you tend to have your own buses when it's a bit busier. But sort of through the day, you're stopping and starting at all 3 resorts. And because movies is your last pickup, last drop off, so 9 times out of 10 you will be standing on the bus as well.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
So yeah, that's the buses. It's very close to Blizzard Beach, which is one of the Disney Sports Park.
Literally only 5 minutes away, so we didn't really use the hotel pools. We just jumped on the bus and went there each time.
Yeah.
If we wanted to swim, so a little bit more interesting than the hotel pools.
That's basically our overview of all-star movies.
So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. We're at the WALTway. So let us know sort of if you've stayed at the all-star resorts, any of them. See what you think. We really like them. I think we'll be there again in the future if they sort their buses out. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm at Mitch Bardwell. you'll see various things sort of from around the park and when we buy exciting things like the lamp. Yeah, that's pretty much it from us.
Indeed. We're the WALTway. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.